Hi, welcome to the GenX Glam Gab channel here on YouTube. It is great to see everyone, whether it's your first time here or you're coming back. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. We're going to get ready for work and we're going to start right now. I've already got all of my color correcting and skincare down. I'm feeling bougie. Some days I'm feeling bougie. When I'm feeling bougie, I do a little spritz of my Parul Gold Mist from GRWM. And, you know, I'm probably not going to repurchase this because it was so easy to get when I was living in Canada and going to Shoppers Drug Mart. For once in a while, when I would run low on that, I'd cash in some of my PC Optimum points during a bonus redemption event, and I'd keep that restocked. And I'm running low. You know, maybe I will save a repurchase. I would love to repurchase that, okay? And I would pay the money for it. I think it's like $50. I need to wait for GRWM to do a nice gift with purchase on their website. All right, let's see what's going on. I've done my color correcting. I've done my skincare. That was just a little bit of a spritz to moisten my face back up because we're going to go in with a base today. I did some shopping over the weekend, and in particular, I scored 3 new lipsticks from Clarins. They come in these lovely little applicators. So nice. It's so heavy. It feels so high quality. We're going to be using the shade Soft Plum. And so I wore my sweater today that has some like purple in it. That's the closest thing I have to plum. I mean, maybe if I dug around my closet, I could find something. I don't know though. It's a pretty unique shade, but I also pulled out, I don't know if this is quite plumish. It's plumish. It's in the shade Mood, and it's one of my Merit Cheeky Fleshy blushes. I also pulled out some serum from Glow Recipe. It's like a it's Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewy Flush in the shade Berry Flush. So let's actually, now should we go in with that? Yeah, let's do a little bit of underpainting before I put on the Art Deco. This was the steal of the deal. Well, the Clarins lipstick was also a steal of a deal, but also this Art Deco came in quite affordable. I think I ended up getting it for like $12, and it's normally like double and a half the price of that. All right, let's go in with the berry flush fusion from Glow Recipe. There's not, fusion's not actually in that title. We'll use the back of my beauty blender to just kind of pat it into my skin. These are very dewy, serumy blushes. Smell very nice, and you can put it on your lips as well, but yesterday I messed around with my new Plum lipstick here from Clarins, and I think I have figured out a way to use it. You'll see once I put it on. It's quite powerful. It's a very, you know, it's a deep staining lipstick, I would say. And, you know, I've come up with this working theory on the ladies, like, let's take Taylor Swift, for example, who are just Gwen Stefani, ladies that are known for Carolyn Bessette, Kennedy, ladies that are known for their red lip, their signature red lip. And I'm starting to think about it. I'm wondering if this is maybe why some people are just, well, first of all, I think you have to be pretty bold to go for that red lip. I don't think I could pull it off all the time. And this plum is a little bit bold for me. But if you're looking, like, I'm going to link this theory to I'm just setting my eyes a little bit with my Wonder Snatch powder here from NYX. But, you know, I've been on a journey trying to experiment with lip stains, trying to find, and even like my lip liner pencils, drawing on my lips, because when your lipstick wears off, transfers, which inevitably is going to happen, if you're wearing like a pale lippy look, you're really going to wash out. But if you're wearing like a red or like this plum or something that's deep and in and of itself, the lipstick stains your lips, it's so much easier to touch up. I guess that's where I'm going. Does that make sense? Does anybody else think that besides these folks, these ladies that love themselves a red lip and the confidence that brings them, do you think it's easier throughout the day to maintain that red lip than like a nudie or like, you know, like a palish a paler, less bold, but still their lipstick. All right, just a little bit of flesh on the cheeks. Now let's go in with this. I'm shaking it up because I feel like we should be shaking it up. It's a very interesting applicator. It's one of these like plastic spades. There's no sponge to this. It's not in a pump. So you know what this is going to mean, and you can already see that it's happening. It's kind of messy. How are you supposed to apply this? I don't know. We're going to go along the jawline. And again, this is, if I didn't say it in this video, I think I did say it yesterday. It is in the shade 03 Vanilla. And usually vanilla is a nice neutral shade that works well for me. So I'm just trying to be strategic because on the bottle, it does say that it is a medium to high coverage. I'm looking at this little bottle. I'm like, really? It feels quite thin to me. So I'm not too concerned yet that I've put something on that's not going to work. All right, let's take the Sephora. Now we used the Tap That Blend. This was my Tap That Blend brush from e.l.f. where I was just setting a little bit more on my lids and under my eyes. Now I'm going to take that Tap and Blend from e.l.f.'s Tap and Blend to Sephora's Tap That Puff. I'm going to spray it a little bit here with my NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray, which I bought here. And I'm almost through it. I've been using that a lot. When I don't want to spritz my Charlotte Tilbury more expensive airbrush a flawless filter setting spray, I use my NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. I feel like they're kind of similar. All right, I took a little bit and I swatched it in the video that I did over the weekend that I showed a little bit of my haul. That's actually really nice. Blends right in. I really like it. Let's get the forehead going. Is there a reason, I wonder, why that applicator is just the plastic spade and that's not a pump or it's not a tube? I kind of like it because it was portion control on how much I could put down. I think I could go a little bit more. Right, I'm not seeing this as, and I'm definitely not feeling this as a medium to high coverage. It's not a concealer, foundation. And you know, I picked up 2 of these because I tossed one in this giveaway that I'm working on, which I also mentioned in my last video. I'm cooking up this giveaway that's going to be worth over $500. And when I announce it, it'll be easy to enter. You'll need to comment in the video that I announce it in. And you need to be subscribed to the channel. But I'm not going to draw for that thing until we hit 500 views. So I'm going to try this $500 giveaway at 500 views. Let's go. And that might be the title of the video. All right. I might come back to that. I might do a second layer, but let me just feel the face because I want to let you know if something's pilling. I always feel the need to share that information, and nothing is pilling. I think it's a really nice look, and I'll tell you the next time I do a video if this foundation lasted me, most, like how it wears. I'll give you the post wear test commentary. How is that? All right, let me do, before I go in, I'm going to quickly do my brows. This is a tubing brow gel juice from the brand Blink, and it's like a serum, but serum for your brows. It's not necessarily a glue, but it does have a little bit of a tint to it. So I kind of like it. I like that it's not gluey, and it's like tinty teddy. Well, I don't know why I just said that, but I felt like it. Sometimes happens here at the GenX Glam Gab channel, where we're raw and we're uncut and we kind of do what we want to do. All right, I want to work on the lip before I go and put anything else on my face. So when I bought this 3 or 4, I think the lip liners are now up to $4 on e.l.f.'s website. I was just went crazy one day and I'm like, well, you know what? I might need a plum someday. This is Plum Get It lip liner from e.l.f. and we're going to use it because now I've got this soft Plum. It's in the shade 744V from Clarins. The collection is Clarins Jolie Rouge Velvet Matte Lipstick with Apricot Oil. It leaves lips moisturized, a luminous matte finish, ultra intense color, and long lasting. That's what the package claims. Now, I'm not an expert. The lip lining was so insecure for me. I was so insecure when I was in, like 2 years ago, when I went to beauty school in Ottawa. That made me like the most nervous, and especially because we're using a dark shade, so it's when I screw it up, it's going to be noticeable. But that's why I have my favorite Q-tips laying around, and I did mess around with this combo yesterday so that I'm going to be able to fix this, because it may look like I'm going on a little bit out of control, but I came up with a combo that I really, really like. You just have to take your time with it. That's the thing. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I want to flatten this out a little bit. I don't want it to take up the whole lip, but I do want to get like a little bit of a berry liner. Now let's go in with this plum. Oh, that's my Charlotte Tilbury. That's not the one. Huh, you were wondering, right? Here it is. Here is that soft plum from Clarins. Let's swatch it. There it is. Let's swatch the e.l.f. lip liner next to it, which is going to be a thinner line. That's pretty darn close, right? It is pretty darn close. Like I said, you're going to see me going in with that Q-tip. Another thing, I don't have it with me. I don't have the whole ring of them. These Q-tips are going to be going into that that giveaway as well, because they're one of my favorite tools, and I wanna give away a few of my favorite tools in this giveaway. This is going to be quite the most epic giveaway I've ever done. Although I think it was a Christmas of 2023. I did some DIY advent calendars, and I sent 3 of those out to you guys. If you won any of those, I think that Sylvia won one. I want to say maybe Amy. I can't remember everyone that won one of those, but I thought that those were quite nice. I thought that those were some of my best giveaways that I've ever endeavored to give away. All right, there we go. Oh, the first giveaway I ever did went to Jen Loves Hobbies. And I think it was also a DIY calendar. I repurposed a Clarins calendar. I think I repurposed a Clarins calendar that year. And I stuffed stuff in. And it was the first giveaway I ever gave. And I was like so excited when I actually got, like, there was proof of life out there when Jen Loves came on, and like she had watched the video and she saw it and she followed all the instructions to get it. All right, there we go. But so I want to top that. That's it. I mean, I don't know if you're picking it up there at home. It's looking a little like there. It definitely looks plum, but on my lips, we're gonna go in with it a little bit. I'm gonna get braver. It's more of like a pinkish purple, but it's supposed to be a soft plum. Anyway, like I said, we're gonna tone this down, and the reason that the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick is out is because I want to get this toned down and go over it. And you're going to see what a lovely effect it has. I'm not going to be that super bold. I'm not going to be as bold as maybe you thought. False advertising? Perhaps. All right, let's go in with the mood. Let's go in with the mood from Merit and get a little bit more flush going on my cheeks. I'm just going to softly blend that out. Going back to my Tap That Puff from Sephora. A little bit on the forehead. Wow, I kind of really am digging this Art Deco base. I really like it. It does not feel heavy at all on my skin. Like, I've never even heard of this brand. And honestly, the only reason I bought it, because I don't typically gravitate towards foundations. There were 2 reasons. It was mad cheap. It was like really marked down, and I believe it's 30 mils. And I saw 03 vanilla. Normally, when a bunch of foundations are marked down, they're never anywhere close to my brand, or my shades. But in this case, there were 203, so I snapped them both up. Snapped them both up. Because I think vanilla is no matter your skin tone, I think it's one of these shades in the neutral light to medium category that a lot of people could use. And so it's really, and I knew, like I was thinking, you guys, I'm like, I'll get one for myself and we'll get one, excuse me, from the giveaway package. All right, again, that's what you get at the live GenX Glam Gab channel. Now we're going to go in with Charlotte Tilbury's soft sort of nude shade lipstick, and I wanted to put it over that plum and just kind of tone it down a little bit. And the stain is there, so we're going to test my theory. The stain of that initial plum should be there, but I toned it down quite a bit with that Charlotte Tilbury sort of soft nude. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Now we're just going to warm up the face a little bit with some contour, and I got to get out the door. I don't know, what shade is this? This is Golden Sun. This must be Tawny Amber. This is Tawny Amber. That's a little bit too deep. Decisions. All right, let's go back with the Golden Sun. This is from Glam, which I'm a pretty big fan of. These are very affordable, very, very, very affordable creamy contour sticks. Get the job done. They've just reworked their packaging on these things. So they've got them in like liquid form too. Same shades. Like I have the Tawny Amber in the liquid as well. They just do the trick. They're super affordable, and they give you an instant like warm up if you're using them like I just did as like a nice little contour, creamy contour bronzer dealio, or if you buy them in the blush shades. They give you a very nice pop of color and they do not break the bank. And now you can buy these things, Glam blushes and contour bronzers, sticks, liquids, what have you, on Amazon. When Glam was first kind of like being used by a lot of the influencers a couple of years ago, when I started like joining the conversation and my midlife makeup crisis started, and I was like, what's out there? I thought I was taken in. They caught me with the packaging. Packaging is really simple, really cute, really, I don't know. I think that it's gravitating. And I went to look on Amazon, and there were not a lot of Glam products on Amazon. And now there are. So you don't even have to go to the Glam website or, any other sort of foreign website that sells the product and wait for it to come all the way from China. You can just go on Amazon and buy it. I think that's all we're gonna do. I think it's good enough. Sometimes you just have to say, it's good as it's gonna get. We could do some more setting. Let's do some setting powder. Let's get out the meteorites. I'm making a lot of noise for early in the morning. Moving out my meteorites from Guerlain. Let's set the face with that. Again, I'm feeling bougie. When I'm feeling bougie, I talk about gravitating. I gravitate to my Guerlain. I even used my triple lift serum from Guerlain today. I used the last, like I can't get any more out of this pump. I don't think I can. It's not like a ketchup bottle where you can put it upside down, or can you? I don't know. I might try that. I like it so much. But I have a backup. But when my backup's gone, it's gone. I will probably not, unless I hit the lotto, I probably will not be buying that triple lift serum again from Guerlain, because it was only affordable for me to buy, because I cashed in my PC Optimum points and on Epic bonus redemption events that enabled me to get those that triple lift serum without breaking the bank. and really nice gifts with purchase, because my folks there at the Shoppers Drug Mart, when I did pull the trigger and buy the more price taggy Guerlain products, they usually did hook me up with a really nice gift with purchase, which I appreciated, and I have shared. I have shared some of those little samples, little goodies from Guerlain, so that others can try it too. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're well. Let's go in a little bit over that shoulder. I'm looking to blend that, just like that bingo shade with all this plum. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're well. I hope your family's well. Thanks for hanging out with me in this Get Ready. Have a great start to the week. If you're watching this real time, happy Monday. Don't let it be manic. I'll see you in the next video.